We've got some routine maintenance to do on our GR86 today. It's time for the first oil change, so I'm gonna show you guys exactly what you need and walk you through the process. The new 2.4 liter engine takes 5.3 quarts of oil, or 5 liters. OW2 is recommended, and obviously we need a new filter and drain plug gasket. So go out and grab your favorite oil and a new filter. In our case, we've got some Subaru OEM oil filter, and a new crush washer. Before we drain the oil, we want to warm up the engine a little bit. This not only allows for the oil to drain out faster, but also helps to get more of that old oil out. Once you've done that, we're going to open up the oil cap here. I'm just going to set it right here to help the oil drain out a little bit faster. Sliding underneath the car, we're going to be looking for this cover on the skid plate that's held in with 3 10mm bolts. You can either completely remove all 3 of those to take this out, or take 2 out, loosen the 3rd one, and then turn this to the front of the car. That's gonna give us access to the 17mm drain plug. Make sure you've got some sort of bucket or oil drain pan underneath, and then we can remove the plug. If you guys are doing this on ramps or jack stands while the oil is draining, you can go up top and remove the oil filter. You can take a towel and wipe this down. Then we can install the new filter. I like to take a little bit of oil and put it around the O-ring here before I install it. Then we're just gonna tighten this down by hand. You really don't need any sort of oil filter wrench to torque this down. It should just be hand tight so that you don't have to He-man it when you take it off. With the oil drain, you can wipe down the oil pan and reinstall the drain plug with the new crush washer. Again, make sure you've got that on there and that you didn't double stack the crush washers, otherwise you're gonna get a leak. We're gonna torque this down to 29 foot-pounds. With the drain plug torqued, we can get the cover back into place. And we'll tighten these 10mm bolts down. Now we can start adding the new oil with a funnel. I'm gonna start with 5 quarts, check the dipstick, and then we'll go from there. That was 5 quarts, so we're gonna pull the dipstick to take a look. Wipe this down at first, and we'll insert it back in, and then we can check. Taking a look at the dipstick, you've got these 2 indicators here. This is the full line, and then this is gonna be the low mark. You want it in between here, ideally at the full mark. We were a little bit below the full line, so I'm gonna add just a bit more and check again. Once we're at that full line, we can replace the oil cap, and we are pretty much set. Once you fill the oil, run the engine for a little bit, turn it off, give it a couple minutes for that oil to settle, and then recheck the dipstick and add more if necessary. Super easy to do in your own garage or driveway, and it ensures that everything is done correctly and that you're putting quality oil into your car. It's recommended to do this every 7,500 miles or 7.5 months, whatever comes first, unless you're really driving the car hard, tracking it, autocrossing, a lot of spirited driving. Then it's recommended to do every 3,750 miles or 3.75 months, whatever comes first. I usually try to stick to around every 5,000 miles, maybe a little bit less if I'm tracking the car a lot. But if you guys are wanting to do this yourself, the part numbers are down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.